but I changed this video to a get ready with me so that way I can talk with you guys. Don't expect like a makeup tutorial because this is not one. I'm not a professional. But I thought I would talk to you guys because I haven't talked to you guys in a while. So PA school, we are in the last module, which is pulmonology. Hold on, I'm like looking for something. So we're in the last module. It's pulmonology. We had cardiology previously, and it was our longest module, but it's also like what's tested the most on PANT. It has the highest percentage of questions. So I'm glad that we were able to spend a lot of time with cardiology. And I don't know if it was the way that my professor like taught the class, or because every module we have a different professor teaching us. So for this module we had like a cardiology professor, and he's been working as a PA cardiologist, I don't know how you might call them, a cardiology PA for about 40 years or something like that. Like he has a lot of experience in cardiology. And then for Pulm, we have an emergency PA, and she also did GI, so she's going to teach us GI later. And then for neuro, we had a physician like teach us neuro, and then for heme and immuno, we had a physician as well teach us like those subjects. So everyone's like different. Oh my gosh, I don't think I have a lot of space. So I was really interrupted. I didn't have any more space in my card, so I just went to go exchange it, did my eyebrows and my eye makeup, but it's kind of looking a little crazy in my opinion, even though it's not even crazy. But as I was explaining, we have different professors for the different subjects that we are being taught, and I don't know if it was the way that my professor taught it or it was just the material itself, but I really did good in cardiology. I understood the material a lot better when it was being taught to me, and then like when I was like studying it, everything kind of made sense, which is really good, because this is like, I don't know, I really enjoyed cardiology. Now we're doing pulmonology. I always have a hard time saying it, and it's cool because now, since we've already learned immunoheme, neurocardio, we get to apply like our learning from those classes and how it affects like the respiratory system and how the respiratory system affects those organs. So I bet it's even gonna be like more cooler, or however, like more cool or cooler later, because we'll have like a lot more knowledge then. But that's what I'm doing right now. In anatomy and radiology, we're also learning the same thing. So we're doing the thorax, and oh my gosh, it includes the lungs and the heart. So that's what we are doing, and it just like ties everything in together. We are also learning, what else are we learning? Well, for pharm, we're learning the drugs that you would use to treat like asthma and COPD and the different vaccines that are out there for patient, or for like all of us. And then for patient encounter, we did oral presentations. I was really nervous. I get really nervous when things are being graded. I don't know why. Like I start getting really nervous, and I can feel like my heart beating out of my chest. I don't think it's like normal, but it's also not normal. I shouldn't get that nervous, but I do get really nervous when we are having something that's being graded. So we had 15 minutes to review a case. I'm gonna wipe this off 1 second. So we had 15 minutes to review a case as a class, and everyone's writing down their own notes. And then after that, we were put into little breakout rooms, and we had 4 minutes to present the case to our professor, following like a format that they wanted us to start following. And I really enjoyed this because, you know, when you go into clinic and you're with your preceptors, you're either gonna go in with the like your preceptor, so that could be a doctor, NP, PA, and well, I mean, they'll see what you're doing, or they'll let you go in to see the patient on your own, work them up, and then present the case to them, and then like explain like what you would do, and then they can agree, disagree, and then they go back in with you and evaluate the patient themselves, like with you present in the room. So these are skills that you're definitely gonna need, and this is like a life skill. You're always gonna not that you're always going to present cases, but when you are like working in collaboration with a physician, he might want you to present something to him. So I'm really happy that we are learning this right now, and developing these like skills. And I was like, I'm so sorry, doctor, because that's like my professor. I was like, I'm so sorry, professor. I always, like, my voice was cracking. I was so nervous. And he said that I sounded really confident when I was like presenting the case, and that I told it in a story, so he was able to understand like the flow of what was happening, and he really liked that, and he said he was proud of me, so that made me happy. And then, well, he's also teaching my patho class right now, so he asked how I'm doing in class, and I said fine, and he's like, okay, better get an A then, and I was like, okay, we'll see. But yeah, we did that this week, and that was the like last thing that we had to do for that class. So I'm free from that class, but I still have a fourth test, and then the final for like the lecture portion of that class, and then we have PA professions. We just finished our last like quiz assignment yesterday, which was Friday, and we just have one more exam, and we are also done with that class. Anatomy, I have an exam on Tuesday for the lab. So pretty much they just like place pictures for us of cadaver images, and they have like an arrow pointing to something, and you either have to name like its innervation, if it's a muscle, etc. And then there's also some clinical applications. So like there's like what did we learn? Oh my gosh, I'm like blinking out. It's because I don't know how to pronounce it. A thoracostomy, something like that. So you have to learn like how you would kind of perform that procedure, or there's just like different things that we were learning. So that is cool. And then we also have a third exam for that class, and that one's cumulative, but that's for the lecture, so that's in like 2 weeks. Then I have my Black Monday, 4 exams again, per usual. I think you guys now know that those are how my exams are formatted. That's in 2 weeks. And then I have finals. Oh, an EKG class, we have one more quiz, and then we have our final. It's also cumulative. Our professor presents like a 12 lead strip, and then we have to say like what's its axis, rate, rhythm, if there's any enlargements or hypertrophies. What else do we have to say? If there's like an MI happening, or ischemia, if there's electrolyte abnormalities, just like pretty much reading what the EKG strip says. I'm happy that it's fill in the blank, because I mean, you're gonna have to know what it is, and in real life there's not gonna be multiple choices for you. And although the strip at the top will kind of say like, oh, this is what might be happening, sometimes those things are wrong, so it's good for you to understand and know how to read one on your own and not just like solely rely on that. So I'm happy about that, but it's also like really nerve-wracking, because you're like, well, what if I don't know? So that's for that class. And then I think that's it. Then we have finals, and my first semester of PA school is over. I really cannot believe it. I feel like it has gone by super fast. When I'm like talking, I can't even do my makeup at the same time. But I feel like PA school has gone by super fast, or at least like the first semester. Next semester, they want to bring us in so that we can learn how to do like physical examinations, and I would really appreciate if we have like small groups, so I would really appreciate if our small groups met up, because I feel like those skills I really need to learn how to do them in person and not through Zoom. So if there is a way that we can like safely meet at the university, then I would be really happy. And then we're gonna follow the same thing, like different modules, different professors. And then in the summer it's also the same thing, but in the summer you get to learn how to do different procedures. So I really hope that's also in person, because I want to learn how to do these procedures in school before I go into like the clinical rotations. But that is it, you guys. I guess I'll show you my final look, so I will talk to you guys later. I hope you all enjoyed this little get ready with me and see my little transformation. I know it's not dramatic or anything, but I know 100% of the time I'm like looking super sleepy, like I just woke up, and it's just fun for me to get ready and enjoy a day off. I forgot to mention that I am changing my study habits with every single module, which is not good, but I also haven't done like really bad. So I think I just like adjust to the new professor, and then like I format my studying habits with my professor. Other than that, PA school is going. I'm going, we're all going. I hope you continue to stay motivated as you pursue your professional career, whether that is to become a physician, engineer, or a physician assistant. And I will see you all next Sunday. I know I'm so bad. I know I haven't really been posting like consecutively, or how do you say, like, yeah, I guess consecutively, or yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at consecutively. But I really hope that you guys are enjoying my journey throughout PA school and are learning a thing or two. Bye, you guys.